This is the Sim Pit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, and welcome to today's Friday edition of the Pit Stop, where you guys, of course, are the real star of today's show because you're here to talk sim racing with me and finishing off a heck of a week in sim racing. So many fun things going on, just having so much fun with everything we're doing, hanging out with you guys each and every day, all the great racing we have going on, and now I'm finally getting the review process rolling at the same time, maybe finally finding that balance of the show that I've always been searching for. So I'm super pumped up and excited. So now, before I get to today's show, I want to once again thank Mike and Melanie for sending me an incredible care package. And I keep saying sending me, and on Wednesday you're going to see my shirt from them. But Patriot Pork sent a care package to the Sim Pit, and I used their barbecue sauce last night. But here's the real thing that I'm getting at. They sent some pig ears. Any of you guys who have dogs, have you ever given your dog a pig ear just to see just how insane? Well, my dog gets a little confused when I give him new things he's never had. But here's me giving him the pig ear. And then from there, we moved on to phase 2, which was, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm trying to go be in private. I am trying to eat this without you seeing what I have going on. And after minutes and minutes of following around, I finally got him to turn my way and I was able to see. But anyway, that pig ear is almost as big as his head. But thank you, Mike and Melanie. He's thoroughly enjoying it, and so am I. And thank you all. Thank you. And just shows how strong a group and community we have here. When I talk about you guys being the star of the show, I really mean it. You know, the things that get sent in, the stories that get sent in to me, the comments that are made here in the chat, and just the whole community vibe that is going with the Sim Pit right now. I got to tell you, I'm loving it. It's so beautiful and perfect right now. So speaking of beautiful and perfect, Verena May is doing another one of these drive videos with Forza Horizon. And so she's with Epic Shenanigans and Nitro Glitter. And I thought, well, you know, she's cool. That's cool. I might check it out. It's at 10 a.m. this morning. But then I thought, well, who is this girl? Why? I mean, she just kind of came out of nowhere. And so I looked her up or went to her Twitter feed. And so here she is, Verena May. Verena May? Professional rally driver, stunt driver, and driving coach. Public speaker, living life to its limits. So this is Star Girl Racing is one of her other hashtags. But she's been doing a lot of stuff with Forza recently and getting a lot of exposure. So congratulations to her. And if you want to see her and her friends add on Forza Horizon, you can see that at 10 o'clock this morning. Just go to the Forza Twitter feed and you'll find it there. Project Cars is showing off their new version of Actual Vision 8, so their triple threat league coming to the PC with a focus on the Renault touring cars. So if you want more information about that, you'll find that at the Project Cars website. You'll also find it at their Twitter feed. But this could be some great racing for you guys. Get out there in the Renault on Project Cars, which I have to admit, we've been doing Project Cars on Tuesdays, Project Car Tuesdays with Devin Booth streaming. And I've really enjoyed getting back into Project Cars too. I have to confess or say that in full honesty. She was a Fast and Furious stunt driver. Oh, is that right, Kimber? That's awesome. That makes total sense. Anyway, Formula 1 got a sneak peek. So this is at the F1 2018 Twitter feed. But it is from Formula 1. And this is Formula1esports.com. with their sneak peek of what's new. Now, again, this is one of those regurgitations. It's not a very original concept other than it's them, F1 Esports, writing it up. But talking about the various different development diaries that they've done, you know, with yesterday's, with David Greco. Oh, that's not David Greco. That was number 1. Let's see, it would be this one, number 3. There's our buddy David Greco. So, anyway, just letting you know that the F1, they're really promoting this series everywhere, and that's good to see. Raceroom doing another phase, so a few more photos of the FIA WTCR content coming, and these are the alphas. Look at those cool cars. Those are some cool-looking cars. I don't know what else to say. I've always liked the 3-door hatchback style car. You know, this goes back to, you know, VW GTIs. I had a Mazda GLC Sport that I loved, one of my favorite cars. I loved it so much that when I totaled the first one, I actually bought a second one. But anyway, little hatchback racers, Romeo Ferraris, developed by Romeo Ferrari. But these are going to be part of the next level competition coming to us at Raceroom. And again, I was talking about the explosion. All right, so a couple things right here. Number one, Heikkinen and De Jong throw last lap punches with Garrett Lowe coming out of nowhere with a strategic joker lap to steal the win. So I mentioned that purely because anytime anybody beats Mitchell in the rally car, that is big news. Those are 5 doors. I only counted 3. I only see 3 doors. Is that a door back there? I don't see a door handle. Those sure look like... What, are they only open from the inside? Oh, it's like a little fakey door. Like a truck. Anyway, I could be wrong about that. No problem. No harm, no foul. If I'm wrong, we'll all find out. Other things going on. And this, you can find this in a couple of places. Dive bomb or late block or both. You make the call. So, SimPit presents You Make the Call. Mitchell De Jong in the purple VRS car. Coanda coming in. Oh, look at that. G2 Isaac of the Logitech team. Leaving a lot of room open. What is the call here? Let's pause. Let's pause it right here. I love these moments. I mean, whew. I don't know if there's any car overlap anywhere. The handle's on the door well. I didn't see it. Let's go back. We can come back to our thing here. Let's see. Let's see. On the door. The rear door handles are ingrained. Dive bomb. All right. All right. Well, cool. It's a 5-door hatchback. Look at that. Anyway, it's kind of the same shape as what I'm getting at as of the cars that I've always really loved. They kind of look like little rally cars without doing anything to them. Is why I think I've always liked little hatchback type cars. Thank you for getting me straight on that story, though. But there was the big moment that led to Mitchell De Jong and VRS going on to win the race. This is at Suzuka. And, yeah, I thought that was a little late. It's kind of also unfortunate because at this point, is Isaac really coming over just saying, no, you're not getting in, but it's too late by that point? Ooh, that is such a... Oh, here's the in-car. Oh. That is, you know, we see it on TV every weekend. You know, I'm not going to make the call. I'm here for you to make the call. That's what I'm here for. RCR, Richard Childress Racing, once again showing off their sim. There's the sim experience wheel. Daniel Hemrick, NASCAR driver, showed some mid-Ohio. So seeing the Cup guys having to turn to the road, which we in the Sim Pit Truck Series know so well from last week's race. Cool, elaborate setup if you want to see what they're doing there. And just a reminder, the 18th is when the McLaren Shadow iRacing competition begins. So don't forget about that. Maybe it's time to really bone up on your skills on iRacing. It could be a career. So you could sit here and tell me, oh, I'm not good enough. Well, for those of you who have a job and a family, and if you say you're not good enough, I'll take your word for it. But if you don't have a job or you don't have a family and you have a lot of free time, you got to really think about this and what would you do? I mean, how many years would you go to college in order to get a great job in racing or sim racing? What if you could condense that college into a frenzy of 3 weeks of insane over-the-top practice and learning setups and whatever? That could be the investment of your time. 10 weeks of racing, plenty of time to score those vital points, as they put it in the thread. Anyway, I just mentioned that as inspiration, motivation. I'm not good enough. I couldn't do it. GT Planet has a write-up here about V-Rally 4. Launch date revealed September 6th for PS4, Xbox One, September 25th for PC. They're holding out on us, PC guys. Anyway, some details there, and you can find that all out. Also, they have the video of the gameplay that was posted at Team VVV. Okay, this is just at Rick Motec. Obviously, they just buy these and they put them on their rigs for customers who want something nice. I have no idea what a Martini Racing Momo seat would cost. It's probably one of those cases of if you have to ask, then you probably can't afford it. But I would qualify this as a dream seat. And if I could have any seat that I've ever seen available for a sim rig, I'll take that one right there. Beautiful work. Derek Spear showing off. I think we saw the tease of this when it was still in pre-production. Here's the first one off the assembly line, as he puts it. This is the Derek Spear design 36-button controller, and it's now part of their AVX series, as they're calling it, Advanced Gaming Electronics, along with that Blue 32, that Bluetooth 32, and the PSX, which is releasing very soon. So Derek Spear, between the rig and all of his new boards, he's really picking up things. So Ollie Pakala got his, you know, this, I always say to you, when I'm talking about Ollie, I always tell you what a character he is. And so he's the first driver drafted out of the F1 2018 series for McLaren. And then they added the Bono Hui and Enzo Benito to the mix. All three from Redline, as I've mentioned. But these are the kind of things that make Ollie a character. Yes, he does. I think this dance has a name now. I think this is like a thing. I've seen this all over the place. But that is... I couldn't do more to explain the personality of Ollie Pakala, who I've met and talked to several times. He's just such a funny guy. He's a character. He's fun. He's fun to hang out with. He's fun to listen to talk. So you might want to see this video about Ollie Pakala with the McLaren Shadow. They're also reminding us about the qualifier going on at iRacing. This at Steam, and some of you are still holding out. Some of you guys out there, I know you're still on Windows XP. I know you're still on Windows Vista. I switched over not that long ago myself, but Steam, as of January 1st, 2019, they will stop supporting Windows XP and Windows Vista operating systems. So just a heads up to some of you guys, it could affect your gaming in the future. Buy the passenger seat. Better shape and less demand. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think everyone saw that as a dive bomb. If I were keeping score from the comments, I would see our community saw that overwhelmingly as a dive bomb. Backpack boy dance. Is that what it is, Kimber? The gotta pee dance. Oh, there's our contest of the day. I am gonna give an incredible image of a 1080 Ti water-cooled edition to who can ever come up with my favorite. So you send me at sean@thesimpit.com your votes. Hey, where's my address? sean@thesimpit.com, and you tell me your favorite name for this dance. And Monday I'll give you your prize. So we'll have a little joke contest there. You can I will accept those 2 submissions. If you really want to ice the deal, email them to me, and you can win an incredible image of a water-cooled 1080. So, anyway, Ollie Pakala is an awesome guy. Goomba Stop has an article here that says, the curious case of how Forza Horizon changed his relationship to his Xbox. I didn't read it, but I like the title. It sounded cool. And for you Forza people, you might want to find out exactly what Forza Horizon did to him and his whole opinion of an Xbox and the use of ownership of one, apparently. I tell this to my friends. This has zero to do with sim racing. City Skylines, one of my guilty habits, one of my diversion games. I play City Skylines. What's my hour count? Now, keep in mind, I leave this game running in the background while I am doing other things. I don't even have it installed on this machine, but my Steam thing says that I have played 342 hours of City Skylines. Like I said, sometimes I just leave it running in the background while I'm doing other things. Isn't that the floss? I don't know. I don't know dances. I really don't know dances. But anyway, there's a new DLC for City Skylines, and it's the new mass transit system, which could be kind of cool because the transit is an integral part of running City Skylines if you play the game and know anything about it. All right, a couple deals. This one, oh, I saw this on my phone. I was checking things on my phone, and I saw Lenovo VR headset for $100, and I'm like, oh, I want to buy a VR. I wasn't planning mixed VR, mixed reality, and then doesn't matter. They're already sold out at that price. How to clear the shelves? Give a price people can't turn their back on. PC Gamer talking about Corsair's Bulldog PC kit. It's an i7 7700, 16 gigabytes of RAM, all in this little tiny case. sort of like the Steam box, whatever that thing was called, sort of like a PC version of an Xbox or PS4, but $260 is the savings that you can get right now, which drops that thing down to, I can't see the price. Oh, sorry, the combo deal is no longer available. You know, I gotta stop. That's the Sim Pit Shuffle. That's a good one. I like it. Copyright. We should copyright that right now if it hasn't already been taken. Anyway, PC Gamer lets us down on these deals all the time. I'm either going to have to check things beforehand or, geez, turn my back on them as far as covering good deals. So Game Industries talking about Netflix of games, a threat to developers. So I didn't read the article. I want you guys to know about it. If this is something you have concern about, you can check it out at gamesindustrytry.biz. But they're basically talking about the explosion of game platforms, let's just call it, whether you call it Steam or Origin or the independent companies. We saw another article recently talking about there are just too many. But this is sort of another top article on that whole topic of how this could affect the future and how it could be good and bad for developers, how it could be bad for gamers. Yeah, you know what's funny, and it's not like we're super late. This was posted 21 hours ago. This was posted 16 hours ago. I mean, we're within the 24-hour circle on both of those stories. So maybe we will have to, or I'm gonna have to click through and check before I could have killed the story. You know, I do play editor around here as well. This was kind of cool, and I almost passed on this story when I saw it, and then it was sent in to me as well, and I rethought it and thought, okay, let's mention it for sure. It's just because people share the deals the night before, really should be looking at those deals listens in the morning instead. Yeah, it's just a matter of when my timing is. Dan, so what are you waiting on? In all seriousness, though, I do have an idea of what you could do until you find a replacement host. Not sure what you're talking about. MS has really dropped the ball with WMR. Yes, they have. Thank God for Steam compatibility. Yes, you're right, T-Bone. That really made it a lot better. Anyway, GT Planet has a write-up on The Prototype by Sam Matini. And this is a Gran Turismo-inspired thriller. It should have never existed, but now the world's fate depends on its survival. The Prototype. Anyway, I thought that would be pretty cool. And look at that. There's Kaz. Oh, there's Kaz hanging out with the author. Hiroshi Tamura and Sam Matani. And I thought that was kind of a cool story just for you guys to know about. All right, Newegg. Here's a deal. Shoot. Let's hope it's still good. Newegg. Maybe we'll stop doing deals. Maybe let some computer tech show take care of this stuff. But they have their Puppy Dogs Days of Summer sale. Promo code EMC XP XE PD. That is the promo code, and they do have some good deals on this one. Hopefully they're still available. In this case, it's hard for me to verify because you have to go all the way through to the ordering process, I believe, to get it. But like here, it says while supplies last. $4.29 after rebate with a $20 Steam code. Various different graphics card, RAM, motherboards, monitors, power supplies, games, etc., etc., etc. And I sent you guys the preview code. Gameplay video coming out of the guys from V-Rally 4. I'm not going to play the whole thing because you know what happens, but you can check this on YouTube under the title V-Rally 4 Around the World Gameplay Part 1. And it's just showing off some of the sights of the sound of the V-Rally 4, which will be out in September of this year. So there you go. Kind of cool. I'm going to have to check that one out for sure. I don't know if this is a new feature. Someone posted this in the news in the patron group, and apparently during last night's race, and I didn't take the time to find out who, sorry, there was a new lap record set by our group in the Nürburgring Sprint and that's in the Audi TT Cup Series. So apparently a 134.262 last night in last night's race was good enough to set a world record on sim racing systems. And I'm not 100% sure. This is at the Twitter feed for sim racing systems. So the first I'd ever seen of those, I thought it was kind of cool. Just letting you know about a big special event. So World Pro Racing. We've talked about, actually I think this is a new or a merger of companies, but these are those special events that are going on. So August 30th, there is going to be a Daytona GT 500, they're calling it, running in the Nissan GT-R, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be the Daytona Road Course in the 2003 Nissan BNR 34 Nismo. And custom liveries need to be in by August 27th. So this is just one of those cool events. This is on Assetto Corsa. You can find that at worldproracing.com and get all the details if you're just looking for something fun to do. Kimber, please do. That's totally fine. Patriot Pork. I used their barbecue. Their barbecue sauce is amazing. I don't know if they're going to find it sacrilegious to have put it on a burger, but last night... Okay, funny story. I love Five Guys. Burgers and fries, for those who don't know what I'm talking about. Love them. However, I actually think they're way overpriced for what they are. I've gone to restaurants, like quality restaurants, and paid less for a burger and fry than you'll pay at Five Guys Burger and Fry, which is like a fast food joint, you know, a walk-in. It's not fast food. My point, my brother and I splurged the other night, went to Five Guys. He got barbecue sauce and grilled onions on his burger, and they put like none of it on it, like almost no barbecue sauce. And my brother was just like gagging trying to eat this dry burger from Five Guys, which is a rare thing to say. Anyway, I decided last night I would make burgers at home, and I had just gotten this incredible barbecue sauce from Patriot Pork from Mike and Melanie, who are fans of the show, in the audience and part of our patron group. And I used your barbecue sauce, the sweet one, on the burgers. And sweet, I use the word sweet loosely. It's almost not sweet. It's perfect. And it was incredible. So thank you for that. I'm sorry. I'm all about my stories today. Speaking of my stories, and it looks like we might be at the end of the news today. We are. Now we're on to SimPit stuff. So yesterday I showed off the box that I was going to do a live unboxing with the patron group. And I did. I did that box, and we watched that video and learned that what I got was a Quake shaker from Rick Motec. Now, that bracket you see on the left-hand side doesn't fit what I had. I needed to buy. Actually, I had to go to the store this morning and buy some adapter plates that I'm going to drill to fit. And I went ahead and bought a new drill set because even though I'm a mechanic and I probably have 50 of these, I don't have them here. So I had to go buy another drill bit set for the house. And today at 10:30 we are going to be doing part 2 of that, and we're going to actually install it on the rig, set it up on the computer on audio, and get it running. And then over the weekend I'm going to also test it with SimVibe. So that'll be part 3 for the patron group. All this building up to the review, which I'm going to expedite and get out very quickly. So just want to let you know about that. Beyond that, tonight at 6 o'clock, we've got the trucks. We've got the SimPit Truck Series on iRacing. Tonight is Michigan International. And I want to thank Billy Strange because, you know, when you run a series, you know, I need to send emails out. I need to set up the rooms. I need to get everything coordinated. And there's one giant detail that I totally spaced on. And for a while, I've been like, what did I forget? What did I forget? When you run a series, what's critical to running the series? Well, points. People race for a reason. They want to know where they stand. So Billy Strange actually took care of this for me. So I'm giving him a huge thank you for doing that right here. Mr. Thawman, they are thin, but all I'm looking for is surface area. So it's not just 4 points. And I'm putting one on the inside and outside, plus the bracket. We should be fine. And I have plenty of surface area on these. So I'm confident they'll work. I think they're strong. It's better than using just washers, which is what I was going to do. Anyway, but the points going in. So thing to point out about the first race was Mark Mikowski, I believe it was won the first race and got no points in the second race, but he was the class of the field on the ovals. Tonight we're back to the ovals. This has been a very interesting series because we bounce back and forth from oval to road over the first 4 of 6 races, and then we finish with 2 ovals. But going into tonight's race, I'm going to pat myself on the back because this is the last time I'll be able to say it, I'm sure. But tonight, I go into the points race number 3 in first place with 76 points. Billy Strange in second with 71, and Doug Hawley in third with 67 points. So that sets things up for a very exciting race tonight at Michigan. That will be at 6 o'clock. If you want to run in our series with us, you should have received an email if you're already in. So I have an email went to the entire patron group, and then an email went to what I'm calling the truck series, add-ons. The people aren't part of the patron, but I'm allowing in. All you have to do is email me, Shaun, SHAUN, at thesimpit.com. And let me know that you want to be in the truck series, and I'll get you tonight's details, get you a password, and get you in on the series. That's on iRacing. We follow the normal iRacing fixed truck series schedule and race details. We just make the race a little bit longer and do it in a hosted fashion. Beyond that, this weekend we will have more practice for the SimPit Rick Motec endurance team all weekend long. We're going to be getting a lot of practice in, testing various different things. And we got our team. Looks like we're going to have a giant party team for the race. Still to be finally determined, but it looks like that's where we're at. We'll be streaming some of that over the weekend as well. So, very, very cool stuff going on. Had a great week. Got a great weekend coming. Mr. Thawman is pleading with you guys. If you have news stories, something in sim racing that you think that I might miss, even if you think I might not miss it, but just to make sure I do get it on the show, be sure to email me those as well. Shaun at thesimpit.com, and we'll keep adding cool sim racing relevant stories to the show. So have a good week, and hope you had a great week. Get out there and do some racing, have some fun, and we'll be doing a lot of streaming between now and Monday. This is the Sim Pit. I'm Shaun Cole, and I'll see you on the track.